Hello there. In this video, we'll learn exactly what is OpenGL and what it isn't. OpenGL or Open Graphics Library is generally considered as an API that provides a set of functions to render 2D and 3D graphics. However, OpenGL is neither open source nor an API. It is a specification developed and maintained by the Kronos Group. So essentially, OpenGL is just a giant document that specifies exactly the description of each function, its result, and how it performs. Now, one question arises, like if we are using OpenGL to develop games and game engines and all the apps, then somebody's got to write that code. Well, who did? The answer is your GPU manufacturer, whether you have an integrated GPU or a discrete GPU. Now, OpenGL library, the lib file, comes with the drivers that you download for the GPU. So you don't actually have to download OpenGL from anywhere. Also, in 99% of the cases, the OpenGL code will be written by NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel. And the code for all of these manufacturers will be different and will also possibly be different on different GPUs. Next, let's look at the key features of OpenGL. Firstly, it is cross-platform, which means that much of the code remains the same on Windows, Mac, or Linux. Also, it is hardware accelerated, which means it provides direct access to the GPU. Next, it's language independent. You can use C or C++ and many other languages to develop apps using OpenGL. It has a pipeline-based architecture, also supports state machines and extensions. It is generally used to create high-performance graphics applications such as games, simulations, visualizations, etc. A key point is that it provides direct access to the GPU. You can control what the GPU does directly. One of the best things about OpenGL is that it is much easier to set up and use than all the other graphics APIs like Vulkan or DirectX or Metal, where Vulkan takes like 1000 to 2000 lines of code just to set up the window and render a triangle. OpenGL can do it in less than 200 lines. But there are some downsides to OpenGL. Firstly, it is very old, like it came out in 1992. It is not necessarily the best. It is easy, but not the best. Also, the code is quite short, as I mentioned earlier, but it gives little control. Although OpenGL is much easier than the other graphics APIs, it is still quite complex. So I advise you not to just copy and paste the code, but to understand the underlying concepts and principles. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.